go. To the inside, it's the 97, the Punisher, David Johnson.
On his outside, young man out of Lincoln, Nebraska, the 58, that is Destin Whitney.
Row number 3 to the inside, it is the 88J, that is Jason Heads.
On his outside, your current points leader, Cody Thompson out of Sioux City, Iowa. Let's go.
Let's go racing.
So here we go. The party gets started in the Zegers Automotive Sport Mods. Derek Hall takes the race lead off at turn number 2. Destin Whitney, good needle thread between Pullman and Johnson as they enter 3. Cody Thompson trying to get that cushion built up. He's got a little bit more cushion to work with than he usually has now that the late models have taken 4 heat races to build it up. But after 1, it's Derek Hall, the leader.
Derek Hall, the leader. Here comes the 12 of Lucas Pullman. Pullman looking strong there. Here comes Cody Thompson, the Sioux City Hot Shoe, on the high side out of turn 4.
How about Destin Whitney in that 58 machine? I believe this is his first ever visit to US 30 Speedway. Young man out of Lincoln, Nebraska, looking strong, trying to hold off one of the toughest drivers in this neck of the woods. And Thompson, whoa!
Oh, look out!
Pullman loops it. Thompson doing a great job of heads-up driving and avoids him. No one hits Pullman. He'll get it rolling. And we will stay green.
Down the backstretch into turn 3, it is Derek Hall, followed by Destiny. Then it is David Johnson, Cody Thompson.
Oh, we got another spin. That's Jason Heaps going around. And he'll loop it, well, at least trying to loop it back. Gets it going in time. We will stay green. So we are still clean and green as Derek Hall continues to show the way.
Derek Hall coming up from normally races Eagle, has the lead. Look at that second spot. That belongs to the 58. And that is Destin and Whitney. Whitney in that second spot doing a great job for being here for the first time. But there comes Thompson.
Thompson just put the slide job workings on that 58 machine off at turn number 4 that last time by. And now Thompson setting his sights on more. They'll get the white flag this time. Here goes Thompson setting her up. Slide job city off at turn number 4. Not enough room at the line. Derek Hall will have the lead in the white flag.
Derek Hall, Cody Thompson, Destin Whitney, David Johnson, followed by the 88 of Jason Heaps. And here we go, battle for the lead. Who wants it? Who needs it? Who's gonna get it? Cody Thompson.
Derek Hall will finish second, followed by Destin Whitney, David Johnson, Jason Heaps, and Lucas Pullman will round out the field. How about that? We finished out the late models with a great heat. We start off the sport mods with another good finish.
And your winner, he is known as the Sioux City Hot Shoe. That is the 25C of Cody Thompson.
All have 8 feature wins to their resumes here.
And Ozentowski and both him and James Roebuck were at Off-Road Speedway last night racing. So they're putting in a couple days of racing here.
It's been a very busy independent, or as a lot of guys would say, Freedom Week.
Freedom Week. All right. Now we got Lance Borgman sitting on the point. Comes out of turn number 4. Let's go racing.
Here we go. The party starts going into turn number 1. It will be the 75 of Roebuck to have the lead, but Borgman not going away quietly. Osentowski with a good head of steam off the top shelf going toe-to-toe with Gunnar Pike as they enter turn number 3. Pike looking to the inside line. Not going to have an opening lap. Goes to Rowdy.
Rowdy, James Roebuck, Sir Lance Borgman, and that's the Oz. Brian Ozentowski, Gunnar Pike, Jacob Kank, and Jason Harms. Down the backstretch into turn 3, it is Rowdy James Roebuck.
Oh, Jacob Kank off the pace. He takes the K57 into the infield. So tough right there for the Ulysses, Nebraska native. Right now, it's Genoa's James Roebuck showing the way. Here goes Ozentowski to the inside. You got 5 different towns represented here. You got Roebuck from Genoa, Borgman from Beatrice, Ozentowski from Columbus, Pike from South Bend, and Harms from David City.
There you go. It's Rowdy James Roebuck. Lance Borgman held off the charge of Brian Ozentowski, Gunnar Pike, and then it's Jason Harms. Into turn number 3, out of turn number 4, it is Rowdy James Roebuck.
Roebuck took the lead on the opening circuit, and he has not looked back since. Borgman trying to do everything in his power to run him down. I think the cushions built up a little bit more than they're used to. A little bit more rubber's been added to the racetrack than these guys are probably used to during heat race action. But right now, Roebuck, he's got it figured out. as Borgman continuing to surge on the top shelf as the field continues to fan out. 3 laps to go here in heat race number 2.
Well, I tell you what, the race crew out here did a great job with the track. It is nice and smooth going in the corner. Turn number 3, Rowdy, James Roebuck, Sir Lance Borgman, Brian Ozentowski, Gunnar Pike, Jason Harms. 2 to go.
Well, you said it, Jimmy. The track looks bad, fast tonight, nice and smooth. I know last couple of weeks the drivers have been battling a pretty good sized rut going into turn number 1, but you look down there, the rut is gone.
It's gone.
Oh man, and this track looks really nice. It's going to be very good for tonight's features as the white flag comes out.
James Roebuck on the final lap has the lead. Sir Lance Borgman chasing him down in second. Third is Brian Ozentowski, Gunnar Pike in fourth, Jason Harms in fifth. Here we go, the final 2 corners. Coming out of turn number 4 from Genoa, it is Rowdy James Roebuck.
Lance Borgman will cross in that second spot. Brian Ozentowski comes home third. Then it's Gunnar Pike, Jason Harms, and Jacob Kank to round out the field. Give it up for race fans, your winner of your second IMCA SportMod heat race from Genoa, Nebraska, car number 75, James Roebuck. Thanks, Swoboda came off a podium finish last Saturday out at the Junction Motor Speedway when we were racing.
He was also at the Off-Road Speedway last night up there in Norfolk, so plenty of racing action for that young man.
A lot of point grabbing on the line. Here we go.
Let's go racing.
So a pair of US 30 first timers, I believe, on the front row for this one. It will be the young Kansas native Taylor Metz showing the way. Michael Sherwood settling into that number 2 position early. Sherwood a little sideways there. They probably didn't expect the rubber as they enter turn number 3. Spins it around, keeps it going. Opening lap will go to Metz.
Looks like he just barely caught the rub bar in the back there of Cade Richards, but it is Taylor Metz, Cade Richards, Brian Barber, Justin Swoboda, and Michael Sherwood.
Oh, look out. Barber nearly lost it. That's going to allow Swoboda to get around him. Good save by the bone, but it will cost him a spot.
Taylor Metz with the lead in turn 3. Cade Richards, Justin Swoboda, the bone, Brian Barber, and Michael Sherwood. Out of turn number 4, it is Taylor Metz.
Of course, Taylor's father, longtime modified veteran Greg Metz out of Washington, Kansas. I know he's got to be loving this run right now. Taylor showing the fast way around on the high side. Now drops to the low end through 3 and 4. Taylor, he's got this track figured out pretty quickly here. So looking to take the hardware back to the Sunflower State is Taylor Metz.
4 laps down, 4 to go. Taylor Metz with the lead, followed by, I believe that is Cade Richards. Then it is Justin Swoboda, the bone, Brian Barber, Michael Sherwood. 3 laps to go for Taylor Metz.
And it's been fun to watch Cade Richards develop as a driver. Coming out of the flat carts from around the Lincoln area. Of course, his father, a longtime modified driver turned sprint car driver, Matt Richards. And Cade making the jump up into the SportMod division. Ran in the E-Mods down in Missouri for a number of years before making the trip up here. Cade currently running second, 2 to go.
2 laps to go. Taylor Metz brings him down the backstretch into turn number 3. It's Cade Richards, Justin Swoboda, Brian the Bone Barber, and then it is Michael Sherwood. 1 lap to go for Taylor Metz.
So we got a late model from Kansas. We got a sport mod from Kansas in the field tonight. And right now, Taylor Metz looking to seal the deal on the heat race win. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. We got a spin in turn 2. That's Brian Barber. But off of turn number 4, Taylor Metz will secure heat race number 3.
Second's going to go to Cade Richards. Third will go to Justin Swoboda. Michael Sherwood is going to finish in 4th. Brian the Bone Barber will finish in 5th. So your winner from Washington, Kansas, the 30 of Taylor Metz.
Great run for that young man. It doesn't look like much, but to these drivers, it could be quite the handful.
Yes, it can, and that last 5 laps could kind of wear on you. It's kind of hot and humid out there with those suits on tonight.
So the young man, Destin Whitney, I don't believe has graduated high school yet. Still relatively new to sport mod racing. I believe only his second year behind the wheel of that sport mod. He's getting out a little bit more often.
I was down there talking to Cade Richards while they were waiting to draw for position. Cade said he's probably going to hang in the mods for a little bit. He said, how about the race sabers? He said, well, he wants me in a hot lap, but my mom looks at me and says, nope, I don't think so.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So here we go. Off of turn number 4, green flag is up. We're underway in the Sportmod main event.
Justin Whitney, Taylor Metz, the young guns. There's Gunnar Pike and Sir Lance Boardman side by side into turn number 3.
Here we go. Let's start the mad shuffle through 3 and 4. Who's going to have the upper hand off the exit? Give it to Taylor Metz. The Washington, Kansas native takes lap 1.
Taylor Metz, Justin Whitney's not giving up on the inside. Then it's Gunnar Pike, Lance Boardman. Then the battle behind them between the 97. That's the Punisher, David Johnson.
Derek Hall's right there. Oh, Whitney loops it. And Jason Arms spins out. He doesn't make contact.
And they avoid everything right there.
Cautions out.
Boy, that could have been a mess.
Oh, man. Destin Whitney at the front of the pack. When you spin out like that in front of everyone, you just have to hold your breath.
And he's got to be kicking himself. I mean, he had a great run going there. And
we've got all Nebraska drivers except one. Actually, we got Cody Thompson from Iowa. We got Metz from Kansas. The rest of the field is from Nebraska.
So Taylor Metz brings him to turn number 4. Let's go back to green flag racing. Taylor Metz to turn number 1.
So the Kansas native gonna lead the way. Here goes Borgman and Pike. They're gonna start the charge on him. Pike with a little better of a run off of turn number 2. Pokes that Nerf bar ahead of Borgman. As they go through 3 and 4, they're still side by side. Now Borgman with the upper hand off the bottom. Metz continues to lead, but Borgman takes second by just over a car length.
Taylor Metz, Lance Boardman, Gunnar Pike, Derek Hall, David Johnson. Here comes the 75 of Roddy James Roebuck.
Roebuck having to start pretty deep in the pack. I believe started inside row number 6 on the Speedway. No, it looks like inside row 5. So Roebuck trying to get that bottom worked in just right. Meanwhile, Portman continuing to work that inside line. Still not enough to get around your leader. Taylor Metz continues to show the way.
David Johnson and Brian Ozentowski went high, wide, and running the high side. Everybody else is running the low side.
One of those guys being Cody Thompson. And normally we see him hammer the cushion for all she's worth, but right now Thompson still hasn't gotten that 25C right where he wants it to be. But now it looks like almost a 3-wide battle off a turn number 2. Here goes Roebuck, Hall, and Johnson. Johnson right up on the high side. He'll take Ozentowski with him.
Taylor Metz, Lance Boardman, Gunnar Pike, but the race is behind him. You got Derek Hall, David Johnson, James Roebuck, Cody Thompson, and Brian Ozentowski.
Great 5-car battle there from positions 4th through about 8th. Off of the top shelf, Ozentowski, high, wide, and round the outside goes the 999. Thompson quick to counter it going into turn number 1. They're going to go 3 wide with Roebuck for a minute off the exit. Roebuck maintains position. Here goes Thompson back inside.
But I tell you what, who's catching the pack is the young gun 1R, Cade Richardson. Here comes the 16J of Justin Swoboda.
Swoboda currently sitting 5th in the point standings going into tonight. Meanwhile, Cade Richards, I think only his first or second time here at US 30 Speedway, so still quite a bit of experience that he needs to gain here. Meanwhile, we got a battle up front. Here goes Borgman. Borgman found something he likes, and he's going to challenge Metz for the lead.
Lance Boardman, Taylor Metz side by side. Great race down the back stretch into turn number 3. And then behind him, David Johnson battling now. I believe that would be on the inside, Gunnar Pike.
That time of the line, Lance Boardman was the leader by half a car length, so now Boardman leads his first lap of the race. Still a ways to go. Again, we had 25 laps instead of 20. So a little bit extra on the line. Again, a little added money to the purse tonight. So Boardman continues to show the way. Taylor Metz running in that second spot. David Johnson having a great run out here. He's kind of been struggling the last couple of weeks, having some good runs out of Dawson County Raceway the last couple of weeks. And now Johnson trying to hunt down the top 2. I think he found something on the top shelf that he likes.
And look who's run himself up into that 4th spot. It is the Sioux City Hot Shoe. That's Cody Thompson. Now moves into 4th place. Lance Boardman, Taylor Metz, David Johnson, and Cody Thompson, Derek Hall, and Gunnar Pike.
With these extended features, you got to pace yourself, and that has been a thing that you do with experience. So a lot of these young drivers are trying to get a good feel on these extended main events. Again, we're doing 25 laps instead of our normal 20 here at US 30 Speedway. So Cade Richards right now in the 1R, a little bit near the back of the top 10, and now Destin Whitney trying to crawl his way back through the field after spinning out on lap 2.
Lance Bourne moved the lead. Taylor Metz, David Johnson, Cody Thompson, Derek Hall.
We got a caution, and it's for Destin Whitney in turn number 4.
Well, Destin Whitney, that would be his second one there, Anthony.
Oh man! And just as I was finished talking about him, Destin was working his way through the field. I believe it was just outside the top 10, and around he goes again in turn number 4.
Turn 1, they're still going. Over there in the backstretch, a little bit farther to turn 2. Oh yeah, we're at a great time here at US 30. Stars and Stripes shootout.
Not to mention we gave all those fireworks away to the young race fans during the draw and redraw.
So here we go. Lance Boardman brings them into turn number 4. 12 to go. Let's go racing.
Good takeoff by the 76 as the field goes into turn number 1. Cody Thompson worked to the inside of Derek Hall and David Johnson. How about Cody Thompson, the run there? But here goes Johnson. Good run off the top shelf by the Punisher. The 97 coming to life here. Johnson on the outside lane. The Punisher moves to the runner-up spot.
He bounced up on the high side of that cushion. He's got it motivated right now. Lance Boardman, David Johnson. And Lance, don't look behind you. Here comes the Punisher.
Wow, good 3-car battle from 3 different states. You got Johnson from Nebraska, Thompson from Iowa, Metz from Kansas, all right there. And here comes James Roebuck into the picture.
Derek Hall with a nice run running there right now, currently in that 6th spot. Then you have the 1R of Cade Richards.
Oh man, Lance Boardman's got the bottom on lockdown, but I think Johnson found something up top that he likes even more. Johnson just might be able to reel in Boardman here. He has been doing that the last couple of laps. Johnson right on the top shelf. Keep your eyes on him. The Punisher is on the move in a big way.
High, wide, and handsome is the Punisher, David Johnson. Lance Boardman is hugging the inside. Cody Thompson's kind of running the middle. Then he gets on the high side, tries to diamond off the corner. Lance Boardman to lead. Here comes the Punisher, David Johnson.
Boardman a little bit better off of 2, and he was a little bit better off of 4 that time. But Boardman, he's better off of 2. Johnson, I think, is a little bit better off of turn number 4, unless the bottom starts to come in. It looks like maybe the case. Boardman able to keep himself in front, but Johnson still able to find his way around the top shelf. Meanwhile, Thompson, not quite the Cody Thompson we're used to. He's usually up on the top shelf like he is now, but he's mainly been running the bottom tonight.
Lance Boardman with 6 to go. David Johnson, Cody Thompson, then it's Rowdy James Roebuck. Then you got Taylor Metz, Derek Hall, Cade Richards, Brian Ozentowski.
Then it's Gunnar Pike and Michael Sherwood rounding out the top 10. Good run for the 28D in his first appearance here. As Johnson continues to hammer the top shelf for all she's worth. Off of turn number 2, Johnson continues to keep the lead. And now trouble for Justin Svoboda. He takes the 16J into the infield. A tough break there. Driver who's 5th place in the point standings goes out early.
4 laps to go. Sir Lance Boardman with the lead, followed by the Punisher, David Johnson. Cody Thompson slides up. Can't quite get it there. Still in that 3rd spot. 4th is James Roebuck. And in 5th, it is still Washington, Kansas.
Whoa, look at this. Thompson, big time slider. Over jumps it in turn number 4. Johnson quick to turn it back underneath. Oh, ring the bell. The gloves are off. Thompson and Johnson, here we go.
Open the drive through the White Castle is open. Cody Thompson, slide job. Can't quite do it. Johnson back underneath.
Once again, that's 2 laps in a row. Now Thompson dives entering 1. Will this turn serve him well? Thompson halfway up the corner. Johnson gets the line cut off, so Thompson takes over the 2nd spot. But we got a slow car in turn 4. That's Brian Barber at the top. Will he make it back? The white flag is out. Can Barber make it to the pits?
This is going to decide it. Barber's still moving slow, but here comes Boardman. He's coming into turn 3. He's coming into turn 4. The checker flag for Sir Lance Boardman. Cody Thompson, David Johnson, James Roebuck, Taylor Metz is your top 5. now your winner, ladies and gentlemen, hails from Beatrice, Nebraska. It is Sir Lance Boardman.
All right, race fans down here in US 30 Victory Lane. Lance done saying he saw the trophy, and man, he wanted it really bad. Well, Lance, my man, you done got it, man. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. We really threw everything at the car tonight, just tried to make it better. And Jordan came over and all the pit crew, we just thrashed on this thing and didn't know if it was going to go or not go, and it ended up working.
Well, let's thank some of the folks that helped you get the 76 out here to US 30 Speedway, because I know it's been a while since we've seen you.
Yeah, I got to thank my dad, Lawrence, Zach, JGR, everybody on their pit crew that helped today. Jared came out tonight. Pitter Insurance, Courts and Farms, Herget Farms, Fletcher's Decorating, and Van's Waterproofing. There's so many more that I can't name them all, but I appreciate it.
Excellent job tonight, race fans. Once again, your IMCA SportMod feature winner from Beatrice, Nebraska, Lance Boardman.